Yo, hello everyone, it's Emir here, and sorry for not uploading recently, but I just haven't really been playing the game a lot, and because of that, there's literally impossible for me to keep up with the actual content creators for the game. You know that they can play 8 hours or more a day, so it's really hard for me to keep up with that. But other than that, this video is pretty much just about the newest Devstream for the October update. The October update will include the swords, the new Void Vessel map, a new Void Abyss Colossus, obviously more skins because yeah, skins keep the game alive, and some new trigger modules. So with that being said, I'm gonna do this video differently than my other recaps because honestly there wasn't really a lot I was excited for on this update. But yeah. So yeah, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so here in the background we are looking at the new sword. This one, well, they showed us two swords in the whole dev stream, and they are also showing us here in the background that whenever you change the sword skin for the legendary one, I guess, or the ultimate skin, it will change the effects, the visual effects of the sword, and obviously the sound of said visual effects, right? So as you can see here on the background, the sword right now is giving some purple slashes. I cannot put the audio because the devs are talking over, so it's a little bit of annoying. Uh, that you will have like my voice in the dev's voice, so I'm just like uh showing you what they're doing on the screen, right? So it's pretty much like that the source will be working like any weapon in the game, so they will have their modules and everything in order for them to do more damage and more attack speed. Obviously, as you can see, this one has this enhanced attack, which is in controller L1 for the PS controller. Um, and it also has like a damage, like a block feature. I don't know if they're gonna show it right here, but I know it's here because I saw it on the dev stream. And pretty much like that's it for this kind of sword. And the other sword is this one here. This one looks like a more heavy sword. They're showing Ajax use it, but everyone can use it. And the same as the other one, it works with modules such as any weapon in the game. And as we will be seeing on the background now, the attacks are feel more heavier, right? Obviously, this is no modules, and because at some point they say that the sword will have modules, and you will be even seeing that on the video, right? So this sword, the way it works is pretty much you can see that the L2 button has stacks. Well, it's like shining right now. So whenever you feel those stacks, you can do a super powerful attack. I think they will be doing it right now here. Let me see. There we go. Here they do it. So the attack, and that's a super powerful attack. So the previous sword had like that super anime sword slash that everyone knows that kind of move, and this one is just like a big bonk in the head to the enemy. Now they mentioned that this specific sword will deal more damage to single targets, and this they want this to be used for dungeon bosses. For like example, for descendants that have a hard time dealing with dungeon bosses or like bosses in general, they want this weapon to be the replacement of that. And as you can see here right now, they're attacking super fast and yep, and doing the big smash. So just as the other weapon, it will also have its own skin that will change the effects um, and the sound, and it will come with 3 skins. This is the first one, and then they have you like this big axe kind of like skin. Um, so yeah, pretty much like that's that for the swords. Honestly, I was I was not impressed, but it was better than what I was hoping for, right? Like my expectations for the swords were like really bad for some reason. I thought they were gonna like completely miss the mark with the swords, but they didn't. It's obviously not as crazy as to having like super high expectations, but honestly, it seems like it will work the way they wanted it to work, and obviously regarding the movement of the game, right? Because if they were somehow to do like incredible movement, they would have to revamp the whole movement of the whole game. So I think it works. I think it's perfectly designed for how the game is right now. Maybe in the future they will remake like the movement of the game and swords will be even crazier. I don't know, like Warframe. But as of right now, I think it completely is the way it should be. I don't think it needs to be anything else. Okay, now here in the background, this is the new Void Vessel map that we're gonna be doing for the both swords. Pretty much just like the dogs before in Ines and Killand, we're gonna be farming our swords here. As you can see here, now this Void Vessel map is like way bigger because it now involves the bike to be used. But at the same time, it has the same mechanics where you get the enemies that have the skill shield and the other ones that have the um the ammo shield. So it's pretty much the same thingy. Now the devs are using the purple sword, so you can see it more in action and how it looks and how it feels in actual like gameplay. But other than that, I mean, it's a void vessel dungeon, so there's nothing like super crazy to think about it other than like it's now bigger. I guess that's a plus that you can use your bike now for it. But other than that, there's nothing like anything that changed. Um, Obviously the boss at the end of the dungeon, right? But other than that, let me see if there's something else that I can show you here. Okay, so here we are doing the boss. And even the boss area is a closed area just like it was in the previous void vessel. So as you can see here, the boss has sword just like us. But right now he's aggroing the tower, the chamber turret, so nothing like super crazy. It seems like the boss on the previous void vessel was better designed in terms of mechanics. So we will see once we play it. But yeah, that's it for the void vessel. Nothing like super crazy, and we will be farming both swords in here. Now here are the two new trigger modules. I'm glad that they are not like just like bumping us with a lot of trigger modules. That they are just releasing them slowly, but at the same time they're kind of like giving useless trigger modules. Like for example, this one on Ajax is supposed to that whenever you deploy your shields, your barriers, you get ammo for it, as long as it takes damage. So like I don't know who really is gonna run a gun uh Ajax build. I guess you can take him to uh well Crusher, but other than that, I don't think anyone's trying to run gun based Ajax, right? But that's how it works pretty much. They sh- oh sorry, they pretty much they show it here. Whenever you put your thingy, your ammo, whenever you receive an attack, your ammo goes up, as you can see here right now in the counter of the ammo. But yeah, I mean, I guess for the sword is nice. But other than that, I don't really see a use for it outside of the sword. They also showed another one for Blair that whenever you use his third skill, uh, it deals additional damage. It's really hard to see on the screen, but it just deals additional instance of damage. So as you can see here, let me see if I can pause it in the right time. This one, wave eruption. He'll be able to see. So you see how it glows blue? That's what it does pretty much. So whenever you use his third skill, emission type skills, it's called, you're gonna be getting this additional trigger damage. So that's it for the trigger modules. Honestly, nothing crazy. And um, one for Luna, rhythmic rhythmic step. Sorry for that. When using a rhythm type skill, grants rhythmic step self on successful match of the rhythm timing. Oh my god, sorry for that. English bad. Which is pretty much just gives you max shield per stack. So if someone want to use this, mm, maybe paired with her support, with her new support module. But other than that, I don't think anyone's gonna be using this for anything outside of being a support. Um, with her new module for Ultimate Luna, not the DPS one, but the other one, which works with maximum shield. So yeah. So the trigger modules, it was only those three. Like I said, I'm glad that they are not like just giving a lot of trigger modules, but they are slowly releasing them. Obviously, I wish they were for like they were meaningful or to replace the actually good ones. But other than that, that's it for the trigger modules. Now we're looking at the new Void Colossus, which is the Lava Citadel. Pretty much Molten Fortress, but better, and it doesn't have that annoying tower mechanic that everyone hated. I didn't mind it, but a lot of people hated that mechanic. So they kind of like changed that. It still have some towers, but you can break them with your skills. So there's no need to like run around deactivating your towers. You can now just break them. Um, Here we see that it's gonna be very weak against chill. It has the same destructible parts as the other, as Molten Fortress. So I think we're gonna be seeing Haley pretty much just kill this in like 20 seconds because Haley's really strong. She just lacks options to farm to mob. So, but yeah, I mean because here the devs put the community manager to kill the new Colossus, and he's using Biesa, as you can see here. So I'm not gonna put the whole gameplay because it takes a little bit. But as you can see here, pretty much like a better Morton Fortress. Not as big. I think it doesn't look as big, but it looks more fun. Obviously, more mechanics, right? And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the Void Colossus. I actually look forward to this. This one was actually one of the things that I was, quite pleased to see in the dev stream. Um, but yeah, I mean, nothing crazy going on here. It's just them fighting the Colossus. Here's the mechanic that I was telling. Let me let me just show it. It goes in the ground, just as Molten Fortress, and you can destroy the towers. You just destroy one, then the other one, right? And then the other one. And then you can damage the Colossus. So it's pretty much the same mechanic, but a smaller Molten Fortress, better mechanics, well, more fun mechanics, I would say, and they removed the actual annoying tower mechanic. So yeah, that's it pretty much for the Void Colossus, and we'll see what's next. Now, here in the background, we're looking at Kayle because he's gonna be the target for the October balance update for the game, I guess. And what they're saying here is that what they're doing is obviously they change him, just like Jaber. He's getting some changes. I will explain them as they go. So the first change that they did is that now your first ability, your Q, this one can now be used while in mid air 2, and those additional damage to the targets that it like trespasses, I guess. So it's pretty much that change only with the Q or first skill, however you want to look at it. Then the second skill, pretty much the barrier, they change it so that he now no longer holds it, but rather he pushes it forward and does additional damage whenever it goes through an enemy. So that's the change for the second skill. The third skill is just a big explosion, like Bonnie's first skill with the module. You can see here right now is charging and it explodes. So it's pretty much kind of like similar. And the fourth skill, the way they change it is that now if you double jump, it goes instantly. So they show like how it works normally, but they will show it now how it works with the rework. As you can see here now, he will double jump and it will go instantly. So you don't have to like use the animation of him going in the air and then flying through the enemy. Now you can just double jump and launch yourself forward instantly. So those are the changes for Kayle in the October update. Obviously, these are not like number changes. We will have to see what numbers they change, how he gets buffed. But I think this is actually a good change for Kayle because let's be real, who plays Kayle other than for the memes or the force skill. Like no one plays him, so Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And obviously, um, they're adding the remake, the ultimate, Transcendent modules. As you can see here right now, this one is shooting like missiles. You just need to aim them correctly, right? So that's pretty much it for Kyle. And we will have to see the actual numbers once the update goes live. See if he is cool. I think his gameplay is now actually looks pretty fun. So we will be like, you know, on test. We will be on top of testing that for him. Now, for the last part of the video, I'm just gonna be talking about this. It's They're calling it the Sword Pass, which will run for 4 weeks once released, which is all the month of October. However, I don't understand because they mention in the video that the premium upgrade for the normal battle pass is gonna be now 1,000 caliber. If I'm not mistaken, it was way lower than that for the premium upgrade for the battle pass. So you're paying more for the battle pass. I guess you're getting more, but you are forced to pay more now because it now includes the sword pass. I don't understand that. We'll have to see once it goes live. But pretty much the way it works is the same as the battle pass. So you buy the premium battle pass, you complete the premium battle pass, a level 100, and then you can start getting experience for the sword pass. The sword pass experience works the same. You just complete missions, and instead of getting them for the battle pass, and keep like leveling to the infinite, you get it for the sword pass. So I think I don't know if I'm mistaken here, but if someone understood, leave it in the comments because I think we're now gonna be paying more for the battle pass for because it has the sword pass, which is something I don't really care about, but now we're gonna be forced to pay more. So yeah, if someone understood this, please leave it in the comments because this is really confusing. And honestly, if that's the case, then that's pretty fucking sad. But what are we gonna do, right? And yeah, they showed up some skins. Honestly, I don't really like
누가 그거를
completely mind about them. Sorry for that. I don't really like. They're like football, American football skin. Then the cheerleader for the females, right? Looks nice. Yeah, Gunner skin. Hell yeah, I love those. Emotes, of course, because they can never miss. You know. Then that like this. Then this for Haley. Haley's getting this for I guess Halloween. Mommy Haley, literally Mommy Haley. And this like thing, they mentioned that they're gonna be releasing specific versions. So this is not universal skin. This type of skin is gonna be released. If I'm not mistaken, they mentioned Serena, Serena, Nell, Bonnie, and I don't remember who was the other one, but they mentioned like 4 or 5 female descendants that we're gonna get that. And obviously, this one is also universal, I think, for everyone. I don't remember if they say universal or if only for SCMO, but these are the skins they showed us for the newest update. And obviously, maid Serena, because she's missing her maid outfit. Everyone has one except her, so now she is getting her maid outfit. So that's it pretty much um for the video. There's nothing like super crazy going on here. But yeah, I hope you guys like enjoyed. I hope leave in the comments if you guys what you think about this. So yeah, see you guys on the next one. I will be making guides probably for the shorts, maybe not. We will see. But yeah, see you guys on the next one. Peace.